Hi dears, now we are into chapter number 7, one-liners. When we study law, studying the provisions is going to be vital. But it is not just you read the provisions from the Bar Act, though it is very important. The way that you present and the way that you make yourself happy or enlightened when you study law is going to be very, very important. So one of the techniques that we use in our class for law is going to be one-liners. So in a quick understanding, we will try to know what is going to be there in this particular chapter. You know, there are going to be two important meetings, general meeting and board meetings. General meeting gets covered in chapter number 7 of your Companies Act. Board meeting will get covered in your chapter number 12 of Companies Act. So for CA intermediate syllabus or for CS executive or for CMA inter, we will have this particular chapter. Let's not try to differentiate whether you are a CA or a CMA or a CS. Law is going to be law. Now let's go inside and see what is going to be there in this particular chapter to cover this. Now, chapter number 7 has many concepts. The number one is going to be, what is the name of the chapter? We say management and administration, because the forms that we use, when you remember itself, it is MGT. So MGT means management related. Obviously, it will cover your general meeting. Now, understanding this, maybe I'll make it a bit bigger. So management and administration, we call this as MGT. Now, how to remember this whole chapter? Sir, do we have any quick technique to remember what is there in chapter number 7? The answer is yes. You will have to remember it as RAM. What is RAM? Don't think from the computer language. I will cover that in EASSM. What is RAM? Registers. You will cover about registers, annual return and meetings. RAM. That's all on a high level coverage of what is going to be there in chapter number 7. Now, when we say this, what will be there under registers? What will be there under annual return? What will be there under meetings? That's what we will say. Section related registers from 88 to 91. Now, when you ask sir till 87, what is going to be there? Yes, we would have already covered in different stages. What are all from the chapter 1 to 6 till charges, right from the preliminary, which is definitions, till the charges, it will get over. The last section of your charges is 87. So from 88, it starts. So have the connect when you study. Annual return will concentrate more on 92, 93 and 94 meetings from there till 121, because from 122, the dividend chapter starts. Now, when you talk about meetings, they will say what is to be done before the meeting, what is to be done during the meeting, what is to be done after the general meeting. Now, before the meeting, we will use a mnemonics called news. Now, I am connecting one-liners, which is one of the easy trick that we will try to use for law. Law has to be studied like law, no doubt. But for your memory, we try to bring certain techniques like this, which is going to be important for us. So, news. What is news? Notice plus explanatory working statement. N, notice, explanatory working statement. So news, easy to remember, you will never forget this. During the meeting, we call this as QCPVR. What is QCPVR? Quorum, chairman, proxy, voting and resolutions. That's again an easy way to remember. After the meeting is 2M, one is MOM and another is MOD. What is MOM? Minutes of the meeting, and MOD, maintenance of the documents. That's an easy way to remember. So the whole chapter number 7 can be summed up very easily like this, and that's what we have told. Now coming to the one-liners. When I'm talking about one-liners, that will be covering your MCQs also, that will be covering your provisions also, that can be covering your case-based questions also. Now let's go and see. Section 88 to 91, you told it is registers. Yes, that is for your confirmation. Register of members, MGT1. I have already told you the forms will start from MGT. Obviously, it will cover your rules of company rules 2014. So members, yes, MGT1. Debenture holders, yes, MGT2. Foreign registers, yes, MGT3. Now, entries to be made within how many days of the date of approval by the board or the committee? What is the time period for entering into the register? Every time, whatever, once the date of approval by the board and audit board or audit committee, they will say only 7 days is there. Within that, you will have to enter all the particulars that is there in the register within 7 days from the date of approval by board or audit committee. Now see the beauty. When we try to take classes, we will connect like this on saying board of directors. You will have to go to directors, chapter number 7. Chapter number 11, connecting with chapter number 7, committee, audit committee, directly you will have to go to section 177, which is going to be not only from chapter number 11, but also you should understand that it will get covered through audit committee, and it will also cover your SEBI LODR regulations. It will also cover your other perspectives on audit and auditors when there is going to be a recommendation. So section 177 will be covered relating to the board meeting, MBP. So if you actually see 7 will be connected with 11, 11 will be connected with the 12, and this is what we are going to cover. So we will have to be very careful on knowing the chapter names, and that's going to be easy. Where will you maintain the register? Will be maintained at the registered office of the company. Can you maintain it at a place other than the registered office? Yes, you can maintain at a place other than registered office. However, more than 1/10 of the members has to reside in that particular place. Plus, you need to have passed a special resolution. Special resolution, again, we will cover that during the meetings related perspective. Now, that is one of the things. Every register maintained under section 88 shall include index of the names. Will you remember index for everything? Will you prepare index for everything? Not necessary. How I am saying? Because I am connecting 8 with 9. All these are concepts related where it will be too much in the study material. I am breaking it open in an easy way for your better understanding. Index of names, not necessary. When it is not necessary, when the number of members is less than 20, it is enough that you don't maintain a register of it. Registered index of the beneficial owner. What is the registered owner? Who is the beneficial owner? Will be maintained by depository. Who are the depositories? NSDL, CDSL. Who is NSDL? National Securities Depository Limited, and CDSL, Central Depository Services Limited. Where you will study about all this, you will study about all this in Depositories Act, and you are not going to study this directly, but remember this. Now, this is what we will try to do in the one-liners concept when you attend the class. It is going to be really helpful so that you can remember things very easily. You are not going to miss out the provisions. You will remember things properly, and automatically when you sit in the examination, there is going to be no fear factor. Irrespective of whether you are a CA or a CMA or a CS, it is going to make your job very, very, very simple. So this is one of the demo videos that I wanted to create, saying how a one-liner of a law will react to it. Like that, I will cover different techniques in my demo classes so that you can get the grip and you can get the classes. Now we also have the recorded classes from Shree Rajamathangi Academy, which is the academy that we run for CA, CMA and CS. And we also have the live classes, and we also have the offline classes. So you can come back to us. We will be able to help you. We will share also the number and the registration details that is there along with the video. You can connect it from there. Keep visualizing. Visualization works. Thank you.